Is Amro Ahmad. I'm from Philadelphia University, Jordan. Today I'm talking about the development of university engagement in diversity and intercultural activities. So if we go into the agenda, first we need to know what is the meaning of cultural diversity. And in this term, we need to know what makes up a person's identity. Then we need to look at the aims of supporting diversity and inclusion on campus. Then we're talking about the intercultural activities, and then we are taking together diversity and intercultural activity on campus. Some examples, how we implement this in the campus, the aims of that, and the benefits. So if we were talking about cultural diversity, it's basically a system of beliefs and behavior that recognize and respects the presence of all diverse groups in an organization or society, that acknowledge and value their sociocultural and socioeconomic differences, and encouraging and enables their continued contribution within the inclusive cultural context with empower all within an organization or society. So the aim of supporting diversity and inclusion in our campus, actually to educate students, faculty, administrative, and staff on cultural awareness by promoting an inclusive campus community. Therefore, a community where people from different walks of lives gather every day. So now we need to know what is the factors that make us or make our identity. First of all, the ethnicity, the socio-economic status, culture and heritage, religion, gender, sexual identity. All these factors are contributing of our diversity, of our personality. So when we going to start embedding the diversity in our universities or in our campus or in our community, we have to consider all these factors of identity. We have to design a curriculum. We have to design a program. We have to design a community, basically, that embedded and that celebrate those factors. So we're looking at the diversity and the cultural diversity. Now we need to know how to embed those factors. And we embedded those factors through something called intercultural activities. So intercultural activities, basically, it's an exchange of information, verbally or non-verbally, between members of different culture populations. So the diversity now and the intercultural activities on campus, it's supposed to be achieved through informative, social, and equality-driven programs and services. And these services supposed to be designed to welcome all of these factors that I mentioned above. That these factors is very important to make the diversity, to make our community as cultural as possible, to welcome all people from all culture. Okay, so basically there is some examples that we could embed this culture, this diversity and intercultural activity. First of all, cultural themes, Heritage Month, for example, prayers and reflection spaces for all religions, for everybody here. Celebration of national and religious holidays and season. Leadership training and mentorship is very important here, and it's supposed to be reflected on the people, because when we understand each other, when we understand ourselves better, we are able to support each other here, and we are gaining more support, more experience, more personal growth. This will also be a great skill to build leaders in our communities. And the final things, we could offer courses like intercultural communication skills on university level. This will embed those diversity and intercultural engagement for the community, for the university, and for the campus. The aims of diversity and intercultural activity on campus, it allows students to experience cultural identity and other cultural when they navigate the world in a small. So basically, we build a small community that represent a bigger community that welcoming all culture. So our student will be ready to outside world. We support the group with minorized identities. They can achieve, by this way, they can achieve their fullest potential. And this is very important. Collaborative spirit of community and collaboration among all members on campus. So the benefits of this examples that I give and the aims that I mentioned is basically give these factors or these benefits, let's say, from the diversity on campus. Better quality ideas. So we produce a diverse group instead of homogeneous group by brainstorming, increasing creativity and satisfaction. The second thing is enhance the image and the reputation of our campus. Third one is great flexibility and increased productivity of our campus, because when we are diverse, when we understand each other better, we can work with each other much better, and this will reflect on our productivity. Okay, so the improve of organizational performance and efficiency is the same related to the previous point, and enhance trust and in relationship and commitment. And this is very important to the communities, because if we build a trust in our community, in our small community, that will represent us in other communities, that becoming one community, and this will increase the commitment of if I feeling myself much better in my community, I will be more commitment, I will give more work to do, and so on. So these factors that I mentioned, this is supposed to be taken in consideration in development of any university engagement in diversity and intercultural activity. Because if we want a diversity, we have to embed it through those intercultural activities that we offer as a services, as a courses, as an activity through our campus. And this is how we embedded and enhance those personal attributes that I mentioned earlier in my presentation. Thank you for listening. I think that's it. This is the references that I relied on, and thank you.
Well, thank you